Hello and welcome back to the series. EXP here, and today we have torn down everything we did last week. Well, not everything. This here you can see in front of you. I need to get rid of that C. Ooh. Okay, as I was saying, as you can see in front of us is the system I'm going to be building in its place. Now, I still really like the one I built last week. It was just limiting 5 items per slice was just a little bit too little for me. So I'm going to build the is it J Mooney? J Miz? It's not quite the J Miz. I think it's the J Mooney system. Anyway, it's Rapscallion's video, the J Mooney 5 version. So I'll link that up in the corner and down in the description of the video. Check it out if you can. While you're down there, leave a like if you don't mind, because you should. I am noticing a lot more people are viewing the channel, and welcome along, welcome along. I would say subscribe, but I don't particularly enjoy doing that whole shtick. But if you want to follow along with the adventure, then please consider subscribing. Anyway, on to today's topic. This system, as I said, I'm keeping this bottom system with the push because it's just incredibly useful for things where, say, I'm going to stick just one stack. I know fully well I can have, if I could remember to press my buttons right, I could have 3 slots for black stained glass, and then when they fill, it would get pushed into the overflow. But yeah, I like that system. That system I'm not building right now. I'm going to find something else to do for this episode. But I just wanted to check in on this and catch you up to where we are. The past few weeks I've been going pretty hard on getting the storage system sorted out, mostly because I'm getting to a point where I've just got chest monsters everywhere and I want a central place where I can just chuck all my stuff and not have to worry about it. But redstone, and considering I've only just got my head around what I'm actually doing with multi-item sorting, it's took a while. I've kind of not burnt myself out, but I've been neglecting a few of the little areas I should be working on. So we're going to take a bit more of a chilled, relaxed, laid-back episode today, and we're going to do a little bit of decorating. What am I going to decorate? I don't actually know. I'm going to head over to the actual main base because, oddly enough, this perimeter, well, this hole in the ground is not the main base. No, this is a base of operations. This is the factory district. The actual base I haven't been to for a while, so we're going to head on over there and see if there isn't some way of, increasing its real estate value, I guess. It's been quite a while since I've actually been over here for any decent amount of time, and yeah, it just amazes me to come back and see this kind of stuff that I've done, and don't get me wrong, it's okay. It's built okay. Like the concept is there, but how things are just, me as a builder and as a redstone personer, just how much I've come along. Now, as you can see, this is a very plain looking room. There's not a lot going on. The floor's awful. We've got a fancy door up here. Just one of them. I'm not going out because that's spoilers. Into this room, which is where the main storage is, which I had a system. I can't remember if the system's still working. Is this normal sand? Yes, it is. We're taking all that with us because we need a lot of glass coming up. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. But if we move on down into this area, you can see how much my build quality has come along. I really enjoyed building this this little corridor, I really enjoyed building, and I carried that theme on through to here, and we will eventually go out into there. I do have plans for out there, but like I said, it's one of those things. Minecraft's one of those games where you have 101 plans, but they all seem a little bit too big, so you have to do little jobs and tick them off one by one, and that is a big plan. So it's coming eventually, just like there's also going to be a gigantic tree on top of this. This was one of the most recent things I did over here, which this will house a bunch of villagers. Kind of the worshippers, I guess, because this is kind of like an ancient temple kind of thing. That's the vibe we're going for here. And if we move on through here, you can really see that coming along. I enjoyed making that mural. It doesn't serve any purpose other than to say, look at me, I'm a mural. And up into this area. Again, just more of the same. I really enjoyed it, I really did. Out into this, which, nice little custom tree here. I still haven't built my statue there. You probably don't want to stay in there too long, mate. That leads down to some caves, which I haven't done anything with, but they're just caves, so, you know. And this is my giant Cyclops gate, which I'm not too happy with at the moment. I don't know why, like, it's just too bland, it's too plain. Too much of the same thing going on. I tried to break it up a bit here and there, which I do like the break up. I just don't think there's enough of it. It's not busy enough for my liking. I tried to make it grand. It's definitely grand, but you know, I think I just about missed the mark on what I was trying to do. Down into this area. Now this area I am very proud of, and it's kind of this area that we're going to be working on. A nice little stream coming down here, some more custom trees onto my custom bridge over the lake. Into a little tiny shed, which is where the allies live for now, which I haven't done anything with. This door kind of ruins immersion, but I need it because these are sneaky little buggers that like to escape. I'm not going in there, I'm not dealing with them. It's a headache. This is our little camping ground. And my tiny little rundown shack with a fancy little basement. Oh, I forgot how quaint and nice this little area is. But yeah, on to the topic of today. We're already 10 minutes in and I'm only just getting into the topic. We are going to develop this area a little bit further. Now, my plan going forward, my idea is we're going to keep the path coming round here and out into here where we're going to have a little dock and, is it Yeti? Jetty? A jetty. That's a raid farm over there. And yeah, we're going to develop this little area a bit. Seeing as I'm watching Hermitcraft 10 at the moment, and they all seem to have, not all of them, mostly Gem and Grian have a very nautical theme going on, and it's kind of inspiring me to do a little bit with the Werta. So that's what we're going to work on with today. I'm probably going to set up a bit of a time lapse as I do it, and then I'll check back in with you when I've made some progress. Okay. Started clearing a few of these trees out, and while scoping and surveying the area, I've came up with another idea. Now, we're not going to execute it this week because I've already got something in the works, as you saw me building this dock, which we won't question the shape. I know from certain angles it looks a bit dodgy, but I didn't like just it jetting out and being completely straight. It just didn't sit right with me. Something wasn't quite right. So, yeah. But let me just head to bed. Whoop. In free cam, if we look over this way, we can see ourselves a little path emerging. What I think I'm going to do is put a kind of off-road road in. I'm also going to try my hand at building a couple of vehicles here and making this a kind of, not so much logging operation, but like a little operation, shall we say, a little logging operation. I'm not finished with this or the area yet either. That's what I'm focusing on, which we'll be focusing on. I'm just distracted, as this game tends to do to me, just forever distracted. But yeah, I figured, maybe go off into that way and eventually meet up to some kind of civilization, maybe. But that's all for future plans. For now, we're going to focus on this area because it's looking a bit bland. Now, I think I'm going to extend this beach out a little bit, not by far, but a little bit more. I think this water's okay. I'm happy with this. As for the ground, we're going to have to put a few things just to make it a bit more interesting and a little less flat. So I'm going to think on a few things to add. Bring this a little bit more alive. There will be a little vehicle here, hopefully, if I can get it right, but I'm kind of looking into that at the moment. And we'll neaten this path up and make it a bit more deliberate. Maybe. Shall I keep that one? I might keep that path as well. Might get rid of it. So yeah, I'll come back to you when I have an update. I've put together a quick design, which I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how it looks, but we're going to go ahead and build it while I catch you up on my goings on for the week. So, for anyone that tuned in last week, you'll know that I had a little bit of trouble with eBay, and luckily enough, I did get paid in the end, and I still haven't got the transactions on my actual eBay, which is annoying, but I did get paid. I haven't got any way of getting in touch with the person that bought the GPU, so hopefully they're happy with it. I mean, worst case scenario, if they do make what's it called? Callback? I don't know, whatever. Like eBay will literally just take the money off me and they'll be sorted. I don't have to worry about any legality or anything like that. But yeah, I think I can put that saga to bed. I need mangrove. And other than that, not much else has been going on. Work's finally calmed down a bit, so I've got a bit more free time to just play and chill. And yeah, that's exactly what I've been doing. Got things done pretty quickly last weekend, and I am enjoying the slower pace that I get to take this time round because I can get a little bit more done with a little bit less worry on time. And I'm also not doing a massive project today. I'm just doing some general tidying up. It makes things a lot easier and a lot less stressful. So, how are you all doing? Loving life? Doing well at school? Doing well at work? Whatever. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your day. I've lost my reference image. This is what happens when I keep pausing and unpausing. Okay, so we want some mangrove trapdoors on top of the front too. What you could do, a little game you could play while we're doing this, is guess what I'm actually building. This is the back. Now, obviously, it's a vehicle. I've already mentioned it's a vehicle, but see if you can guess what type of vehicle before I'm finished. If you can't, I don't know whether that says you're rubbish or whether it says my building's rubbish. And honestly, it's probably somewhere in between because this is my first attempt at a vehicle, and I didn't particularly want to take someone else's design because there are some fantastic designs out there that people have built, especially Pearl. She's fantastic at them. But yeah, I wanted to do this myself. So this is what we're doing. This is, oh, it's fatter than I expected it to be. Do I want to keep it fat or do I want to thin it down? I also need to turn it around again. This isn't going well at all, is it? But yes, I'll set that challenge once again. Guess what I'm building before it is built. If you do, you win a cookie. And I'll get it mailed out to you as soon as it's baked. And there it is. Just a little ATV. Or quad. Or all-terrain vehicle. I'm not quite sure what you'd call it. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. It's just a little tiny thing. Like I said, I've designed it myself. Vehicles are easier to do the bigger you go, but I tried to make it to scale almost, if you know what I mean. So the wheels, the blocks, you're not going to get, those are the wrong ones. You're never going to get a circle in Minecraft unless you go massive. It's just not going to happen. But I don't think it's too badly. Let me know what you think down below. And yeah, I think I need to replace those wheels. They look a bit out of place, but we'll sort that out, and then I suppose crack on with this little area here. I also need to get rid of this tree I've just created as well. Oops. What you doing in my waters, boy? Just take it in the air, not fishing. And what's this Huck doing in my hair, boy? We got ourselves a friend, and we named him. Can you guess what we named him? I'm old Greg. I couldn't help myself. I was trying to think for ages when I got him in the boat, what should I call him? And I settled on the classic, Old Greg. If you don't know what that reference is, I'm probably too old, and it's not going well, is it, life? Well, yeah, anyway, let's wrap up this episode. I'll talk you through what we've done. So I've added a little farm here, just to kind of neaten it up. A little firebox, nothing fancy. A couple of custom trees. I really didn't know what I was doing with this bit, so I put a felled tree and a couple of, I suppose, almost deck lounger type things for fishing, and then a fishing rack, whatever it's called. It's done a little bit of work here and started a dockish area here. I've decided that this is going to be more of a fishing dock, and then further up here I might actually have a main dock, because I've also stretched out this bit of river here, so we can actually get some more commercial sized ships coming through. Maybe it's probably still a bit of a squeeze, but still, like, this is a very impractical dock for docking, so we'll have a bit more of a actual dock there. We saw that earlier. I took a few trees down here. I did a little campsite back here, which I think is cute. This pile of firewood doesn't quite work, so I'll probably get rid of that, but the area itself is pretty decent. And what else did we do? Anything else? I think that's everything we've added. Yeah. All in all, it's a bit more of a relaxed episode today, and we've had a lot of fun making it. Or at least I have, and I hope you have too. Just being there and watching. And if you have, like I said earlier, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one next week. Ta-da a bit.